it's a prototype they sent out to me to film and do some stuff on.
That's so cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, fairly easy to learn.
Yeah, honestly, pretty quick.
I know how to ride a unicycle.
Yeah, well then you'll get on this and literally it's 10 times easier than a normal unicycle.
Wow.
I got a discount card in here too. There's one $50 off right there.
Yeah.
But they're gonna be selling for about $3,200. They ship fast and they offer like a year warranty just with your purchase.
Sweet.
So yeah, about 40 miles an hour. Yeah. And so the second day I've had this one, and it is, dude, it's crazy. It's like, because I used to ride a solid axle wheel and went just as fast. And it, man, I would need knee replacements in like 3 years if I kept riding the thing, you know? So it's great, man. Heck yeah.
All right, thanks for that.
Hey, have a good one, man.
Yeah, you too.
What's up, dudes? Chooch out here on the KINGSONG S20, and I found a sweet little section to play around on. And this is the cool thing about this wheel, guys, is you can always find the coolest little sections of terrain that you would never look at the same way. But whenever you're on this wheel, you really kind of see the whole world in a new way. You look for everything to ride off of, to kind of link one trick to the next or one jump to the next, and just look for everything you can to really ride over. And it's awesome in itself just because of that. I mean, just like a little drainage area like this, a little retention area just for extra water, becomes a great place to just ride around and hit a few little jumps and whatnot. And of course, these aren't big double jumps or anything like that. You can have so much fun just playing around and stuff like this, and I love doing that. I really feel like I'm out, you know, on the ski slopes and finding little side hits and little jumps like that whenever I'm riding this wheel. It really makes the whole world almost like a ski slope almost. It really does. Even though I love snowboarding, this is really what, you know, freestyle skiing reminds me of. Just playing around, having a good time, and, you know, fooling a bit. You see me right here just cutting up. I would never ride any other unicycle above the wall like that, up in the you know, rocks and uneven ground, just because it wouldn't be fun. It just wouldn't work, and it'd be much better just to ride on the concrete. But with this wheel, it just rides so plush, and the suspension works so well. You can really just ride it off-road. You can ride it and just on off-road. It just feels like you're normally riding on road on this, and it just soaks everything up so well. The actual tire that it comes with is another thing that just works really good in combination with the suspension. You see here, man, it works, man. It flows so good, and the stock setup on this wheel all around for every terrain is amazing. The fact that they got this thing dialed in to be able to work good on the street, good on grass, good on gravel, mud, I mean, snow, everything. I mean, it literally works pretty good on everything. I mean, it's definitely not perfect for all of them, but it works really good on everything. And what do you usually ride an electric unicycle on? You usually just ride an electric unicycle everywhere and on everything. And I think that's the key to this wheel. It has a solid build quality. Yes, if you come from any other wheel, guys, this thing is just big. I mean, you can just see me in comparison to it, and it's just overall, it's not because it's too tall, it's not because it's too heavy, it's just the whole form factor is just large. And I don't know how to really explain it. Like, the box this thing comes in is bigger than any other electric unicycle box out there. It straight up is. It is massive, guys. Like, the box this thing comes in looks like you could fit a refrigerator in it. Straight up, it is huge. And the thing, like, with this wheel is it just has that whole stature like kind of like a motorcycle, and it feels like it, especially with this tire. In a minute here, you'll see me actually just cruising, where I'm literally just cruising at a normal speed over terrain that would usually chatter the wheel. What I mean by chatter the wheel, you know what I'm talking about if you've been riding a solid actual unicycle and you go off road. Any little bit of bumps, like in unison, you'll be like, it'll make the wheel skip and it'll go, and it's just, it works, but it's not fun to ride off road on conditions like that. With this wheel, the suspension, just like on a dirt bike, it keeps that tire pressed down even over the roughest terrain, and you even see the dirt flying up because it's just gripping so good, and even giving like a little rooster tail effect on it that most wheels wouldn't even give there, because the wheel would literally be skipping up in the air. Any given anomaly, even though you don't think about it, man, if you had like a slow motion camera on a non-suspension electric unicycle when you're riding off road, it would probably blow your mind how much the tire broke contact with the ground. That's what I'm talking about right here. Just look at that. The suspension right here, I got it dialed in. I'd been messing with it all day, guys. And what I can say is, look, just go to like a place where you have like a speed bump and just ride back and forth over that speed bump, pop off of it a few times, and kind of compress your knees a few times on it, and you will feel what you like on it. I promise you guys. It is very different from one end of the spectrum to the other on total softness and total hardness of the compression, and then total your rebound being fast and your rebound being soft. I've played with everything. I don't know exactly how many clicks, guys, because I literally just adjusted it so many times. I went to a little parking lot, and there was a massive one of those speed humps in the parking lot, and it was perfect to get the suspension dialed in. Literally perfect, because with that speed bump, I could hit that in every which way I wanted to. Like, I could hit it fast, slow, I could pop off of it intentionally, I could preload for it, and I could really dial in exactly what worked for most things. And the suspension, guys, I did change it whenever I was like street riding, and then I went off-road. I did change it. Like, I literally went off-road and I did change it, and I actually didn't really like doing that, guys. I really liked picking one way, like one good feeling suspension setup, and then just sticking with it straight up. When you go to change it and all that stuff on this wheel, it changes it so much just with a few clicks, man. What you'll actually do is get that effect where you're not really expecting it to behave like it does, and you'll like almost lean forward too far, and just, you really need to take into account the suspension changes a ton with this wheel, man. It really does, but you can get it right. And once you get it plush, you get your rebound set to where it's actually coming up when you want it to, and then you get used to it. It's amazing. And then, but don't worry about a specific setting. Straight up. Don't worry about, oh, how many clicks do you have for your weight? How many clicks, guys? Because everybody is going to have it so different. And people out there are going to say they have it right, and it'll probably be completely, honestly wrong. And the other guy that says that, you know what, I don't really care, it just feels right to me, he'll probably have it right. So I'm just saying, just get on there and literally click it around a little bit. Change it up. Take about 15 minutes, man. Literally 15 minutes. Change it about 5 or 6 times. And, up, down with your compression, and then up, down with your rebound, and then kind of play in between with the two, and you'll figure it out quick. You won't figure it out unless you play around with it. Just looking on Facebook and seeing what somebody that's your weight runs themselves is no way to do it. Get out there, pop off of a speed bump a few times, and get it the way you want it, and you'll love it. So I literally got it sitting down there right now. I don't even want to go down there and tell y'all what I got it on. I just want y'all to go out there, get the wheel, and play around with it and feel what's right, because it's easy to dial in on this wheel. It takes a few minutes, and all it does is take a few different jumps off of one little obstacle, and you're golden. But I do have a video coming up where you can see the process of me playing around with it and just how fast you can get it dialed into to how you like it. So don't worry about that. Literally do not worry about that until the day you get it. Then you'll be able to get it out of the box, go out there, ride it around for a minute, and you'll have it cooking in no time. But that's one thing that I was worried about, because with the S18, I never got the suspension right. I'll be honest with you, man. I don't think I ever got the suspension right for my weight. But with this one, literally, I got it perfect the other day. And man, it felt so good, like after I actually played with it, because whenever I first got the wheel out of the box and all, I haven't played with the suspension until like yesterday. I rode for literally like 3 or 4 days with it literally just how it came in the box. Same tire pressure, suspension setup, everything pretty much the same. But my preload on the suspension, guys, I did put it down like, so if you're looking at the shock, the preload on the back of the shock right now is like, I got it down, turned down like probably like 2 inches or so. So I do have a good bit of preload in there, even though I am a low weight rider. And I literally just, I don't know, I just did what felt right. I'll show y'all that soon as well.
This thing is
Close up
so
with a nice
like,
camera so y'all can see everything in detail with the suspension. And I'll show you actually how many clicks I have and what my preload is on it and everything. But I want to be able to get the good camera out and show you up close on it, because this 360 camera is garbage for up close stuff. So anyways, stay tuned for that. I'll see you dudes in the next one. Hey, I got to give a big shout out, big thanks to UNICYCLE dudes. Y'all absolutely made my year. I'm not kidding you. Thank y'all so much. I've wanted this wheel literally since I got into this hobby. Like, this is what I had envisioned in the back of my mind as what it would be one day. I literally stuck with it this long, and I knew that we would eventually have a good suspension, performance electric unicycle, and to be able to take this thing out and experience it and understand what is so good about it and how different it is. Man, thank y'all so much. I seriously understand, like, straight up, like how privileged I am to have one of 18 in the world sitting in my house right now, and I don't want to let y'all down at all. If you guys that are watching this can go and just spam the EUCO link below to pre-order this wheel or get any other unicycle you want, it will help me out and show that I'm the go-to man for EUCO. So literally, I might be able to keep this wheel for a few weeks and get y'all tons of content. My goal is to literally go out and fill up an SD card every single day on this wheel. And I've gotten so much better at this, riding this thing since I got it. And like, dude, the muscles, dude, the core workout you get on this wheel is absolutely ridiculous. Because you are always just engaging that suspension and just having so much fun going off of everything, man. I give it to anybody out there that wants a good way to get in shape quick and a fun way to do it. This right here literally is, this should be sold as a workout program, but you will have a total blast doing it. And like, even if you just chill ride this thing, think about all the calories you burn for those little jumps. Every little jump you do is just engaging the core muscles, man. I came back from that ride, and it was like I literally went and shredded like a 2-hour core workout, dudes. Man, I used to be chubby, and now since I've been riding these things, I'm telling you, man, I have a shredded core because of riding these unicycles. So anybody out there is thinking that, oh, this is lazy, no, dude. I used to be chunky monkey, and now I am like shredded because of riding these things. So, and especially this one. This one will have you out there engaging your core muscles every jump. Every time you drop that suspension for a preload, you are getting exercise, dude. And it is a good core exercise. Like, straight up, man, you could hit me with a baseball bat across my abdomen without me even knowing it was coming, and I'd be good to go. And it was not like that 3 or 4 years ago. So I'm telling you, if you're worried about that, worried about the exercise part, and people dog you on that, they have no clue what they're talking about. This right here is the best core workout in the world.